The U.S. president is showing unprecedented disregard for democracy. Today, Donald Trump met with state lawmakers from Michigan in a bid to convince them to ignore the will of voters. Let's bring in our Washington Bureau Chief Jackson Proskow. Jackson, what is Trump's strategy here?
Well, Robin, simply put, Trump wants Republican-controlled state legislatures in key swing states to ignore the fact that voters picked Joe Biden and instead appoint a new slate of electors to the Electoral College. Remember, it's those electors who ultimately go on to pick the president. Those two Michigan lawmakers you mentioned flew to Washington today to meet with President Trump. It's not clear what they discussed, but it is clear that this is part of a maximum pressure campaign to get several states to ignore the wishes of voters. Shortly before that meeting, we should point out that Trump again insisted he won the election. Robin, it's very clear he did not.
But he continues to argue that there was some kind of voter fraud. Is there proof?
No, there is no proof at this point, and not only has he not offered proof, of the 30 lawsuits filed by the Trump campaign, only one has been successful. Most of those complaints have fallen apart or simply been withdrawn due to a sheer lack of evidence. Tonight, the state of Georgia, though, is moving ahead with certifying its results in favor of Joe Biden. They found no fraud or irregularities that would stop that from happening. Meanwhile, Biden's team seems to be losing patience with the stalled transition. The president-elect today met with Democratic congressional leaders like Nancy Pelosi. They together have not ruled out going to the courts to compel Trump to cooperate with the transition process, a courtesy, we should point out, that was extended to Trump by outgoing President Barack Obama 4 years ago.
Jackson Proskow in Washington. Thanks, Jackson.